Howdy, howdy. Good morning. Actually, playing Umi on a Friday for once. Yeah, this thing. Send. It's a weird invite to voice thing that Discord has now. But anyway, yeah, actually doing on a Friday here. Try to get through a chapter or two, maybe. We'll see.
I really didn't need an invite.
I had it there, like, whenever I joined a voice channel, it was like, invite a friend. I wanted to see what it did.
What are you talking about? That's our good friend's invite to voice.
I've noticed it, like, before, the last time we did this. So now,
Yeah, I saw it too. I just didn't pay attention to it. Oh, he left. He got embarrassed.
it was gone. Why isn't this up there, though? Oh, I'm a little tired. But not that much, I think. No coffee today.
Okay,
Because...
some exciting reading will wake you up.
Oh, of course. I don't have any...
Erica will wake you up when she starts fucking screaming.
She put me to sleep. Completely checked out.
So you can listen to you sleep, of course.
I hate her. I hate everything. Where the hell
That's the
did
point.
I put my stupid cloth that I use for glasses? Am I stupid? I might be stupid. Oh man. You know what we're doing last time? Freaking Erica, not Erica. Oh yeah, no, Erica and Eva were freaking saving.
Yeah, teaming up for
Angie.
some reason.
That was the last big thing I remember. Any other big points? Freaking.
They picked up Angie and she got sent to the gaslighting zone.
And now she's being tricked by the most obvious trick known to man. Oh, Battler's actually the game master. That means he's trying to keep you from knowing the truth, like all the others.
Yeah, exactly. Battler also kind of seems to have forgotten that she's kidnapped. They didn't really ask about her at all. Just trying to be all buddy-buddy with Burn.
Burn also just straight up told him to his face that her game wasn't over yet. It's like, oh, I wonder what she meant by that. Oh well, anyway, let's back to the party. They're both so stupid, man.
Yeah, more specifically, Burn told Angie about the book, which should be Ava's diary, that has the actual truth written in it, and she has the key for that.
Right, yeah.
And she has to go look for it.
Ooh. I made mistakes. I stayed up till like 4 AM on Shader garbage. And again, not the first time I've done that. Dude, decompiling shaders is fun. I got way more progress done since the last time I messed with it. Anyway, not here for that nerd garbage. We're here for this nerd garbage.
The cool nerd garbage.
I don't need a... There's nothing worth ranting about in the shader like code this time.
frick, I need 2 seconds. I need to send someone something.
Alright, that's freaking chapter log shit is just completely broken, so I can't even see what they were like chatting about right before this point.
Weird. I was hoping it had fixed itself by now.
Me too. That's why we have VODs. Just quickly scan what the hell we were doing last time. Man, I only had like, not including this one, like 2 streams this fast. I've been so out of it with this shader bullshit, dude. Like, it's just been consuming my life.
He's falling into his creation.
Okay, yeah, no, that immediately the last thing before this was all of them gaslighting Angie and her falling for that, like,
Yeah.
absolute. The red text about being incompetent should have been for her as well.
It runs in the family.
Wow. Okay, and yeah, that's the end of that scene. After she got told in red that the diary has within it the truth of Rokkenjima during October 4th and 5th. And now we're here. Okay. Okay. Y'all good now then?
Yeah. I've been good for a couple minutes.
Okay.
It was just a quick thing.
Why can't I ever stop? You know what? It's the freaking cold weather. I'm not really in my room much. I'm just wearing a pretty thick sweater. And the cold just... The cold just makes me tired. I just want to sleep when it's cold. Remember, I don't know. That brought back fucking ancient memories of my friends calling me a bear because the cold just makes me tired. I fucking shut down.
I'm gonna start calling you that now. Thanks for that.
No, dude.
Yeah, you're too scrawny to be a bear.
They called me that because freaking they'd say I go into hibernation whenever it gets cold. I'm like, oh.
I mean, you're kind of proving them right.
Dude. Or like whenever I'd go hang out with my friend, for some reason the dude kept his like AC full blast on his house. Like, it's probably not even that cold of a temperature, but like, what would be about a little below 70 Fahrenheit. Maybe around the mid-60s. I don't know if that's cold or not. Cold for me. It wasn't cold for him. It was like pleasant, enjoyable temperature for him. But whenever I'd go visit him, I'd need to like always keep my sweater on. I remember that.
You're gonna hate my house then.
Like, I'm a decently thin dude. I can't. It's freaking cold. Just penetrates me straight through into my bones, dude.
Should have drank more milk.
I do drink milk.
More of it.
I ran out of milk, actually.
Supplement all your blood with milk.
The reason I don't have coffee this morning because of no milk, and I don't really feel like drinking it straight black right now.
And even just with sugar is not good enough?
Nah,
I think coffee with just sugar is fine.
I'd like at least a little milk. I don't really enjoy it as much if it's just like black. But it's probably because the coffee I got isn't that good. You got like a coffee grinder or something.
I got the big dick coffee, yeah.
I'm still poor. I got the cheap pre-ground garbage.
I think my machine was like $300, but definitely fucking worth it.
Totally, dude. I'll never be
It's a
able
good
to
machine.
afford something like that. This little thing I got as a gift was like probably around 50, 60 bucks.
Yeah, that's about the range for those kind of machines.
Which is nice. I still like it. I still appreciate it.
I think coffee pads are still fine.
Coffee what?
That's what those things are called, right? Pads?
Pads? I just pour like ground coffee, right? Pre-ground coffee
Oh, okay.
already
I
in
thought
the
you had like a pads
filter.
machine.
No. Nothing fancy like that. I'd still rather buy like a big.
I wouldn't even call
fucking-
that fancy. It's basically the same idea, I think. Like it's just fucking powder and like.
I'm not. I don't want to buy like like container things. I'd rather just buy like a huge bag or container or whatever pre-ground coffee and have that,
Mm.
and not have to worry about having to buy a specific thing. That way, if I ever get like a separate ground like grinder thing for coffee beans, that's an option. Probably wouldn't improve quality too
Understandable.
much with a drip machine, but it'll be an improvement. Actually, thinking of coffee beans, I kind of wanted to try getting like some of the Phase Connect like coffee like stuff that they have going on now. I would for sure need a grinder though, yeah, because they're like that coffee that they sell is the like actual beans and not pre-ground, I think.
I haven't really looked into it. I just know it exists.
And I drink the Pippin coffee and fucking pass out.
Mhm.
I think it'd be nice to actually try different coffee flavors. That isn't the same generic like pre-ground garbage. Oh, it's gonna be a while before I can even do that. Be more affordable than trying to upgrade my PC at this point with all the stuff going on. Like RAM prices and whatnot. Trying to think. Anything?
A tragedy.
No, I don't really think there's anything. Alright. Oh, yap session over. How about we start going through this?
Couldn't stall long enough for Darn to be here.
We were stalling for Dart? Alright, let me pull up
That's
my
what I thought you were
shaders
doing.
and talk more about shaders.
No, you just.
Let me tell you what
You know
I've
what?
been
You
going
can do
through.
that if you want. I'm just gonna play a horse game.
It's don't play horse game. There, our reading session. Try getting through at least a chapter or two.
Oh, there
These
we
chapters are long. Is this one long? The one we're on right now?
I could pull it up and double check.
Black Cat Scratch Marks. Chapter 11.
can
We
get it.
gotta be close to the end at this point, right?
Well, that's not something I'm gonna answer.
I did see in the music
Scratch
box. I
marks.
like when I was searching for a song to play. I scrolled to the bottom and there were like 8 songs or so left.
This is. Yeah, this is definitely a long one.
Oh, great. Well, we'll try. We'll finish this and then,
I looked at what's in this one, and yeah, for sure.
or try to finish it anyway, and then, as usual, on like actual Saturday, we go for like possibly a longer stream.
Fine by me.
Oh, alright. Discussions over Birkenstone's recent game were getting heated at each of the tables. But shared game isn't done. At some point, each table has started competing to see who could solve it first. Haven't Angie and Erica arrived yet? I guess she told them that they were coming after she lost, I guess, quote unquote, at that game.
And he's just cool with Erica picking Angie up.
I don't think she told him that Erica was picking Angie up, just that they were gonna come back soon. Because she did tell him earlier that, or not tell him, but so like, alright, like I'll have my cat go get Erica. Who knows if she'll come back or not? Something like that, right?
Could also be true. They should be here any moment. Want to make a bet on who arrives first? I can understand Erica being late, but what about Angie? Just what kind of pit did you toss her into this time?
Rude.
How rude. She was sitting on a sofa sipping tea.
Yeah. Huge lie.
Hopefully the sort of tea that drink... The tea... sorry. Hopefully the sort of tea you drink suits Angie's tastes.
Good point.
How rude. That tea would suit anyone's tastes. Erica would even lick the last drop of my tea from the bottom of a miso soup pot.
How does miso soup come into this picture?
I don't think it's about the tea with that one. How did you mention her? Erica. This will be a long-awaited reunion.
You shot her. Dead. Yeah, come to think of it. Can't wait to see how long it'll take her to solve Birkenstone's game.
This sort of game is what that kid's best at. She'll probably read it from start to finish 3 times, then just say the answer right away.
Probably. I look forward to seeing her give the correct answer immediately with that smug look on her face. I'm not.
Come now, this is Erica we're talking about. She'll probably pull out some twisted logic and say that it was possible for someone other than Battler's family.
She basically did.
Exactly did that.
Good point. In fact, I like to hear her proud twisted logic even more than the right answer. Apparently, Battler and Bayo were looking forward to the reunion with Erica. After he shot her? Oh, we're flashbacking to when he shot her? They already dueled Erica in 2 separate games. But now, there was no distinction between foes and allies. They truly wanted to welcome her to this after-show party as a friend.
And they're really just thinking she's just like an opposing player and not just a demon child. It's a fucking monster. Still, it's a bit unexpected. What is? You know. It's surprising that you let Angie go this easily.
Making sure that Battler and others couldn't see her face, some of the Deltas sniggered.
Chuckled at that words.
Yeah, you gotta be
Really so
very
surprising.
careful. The second time they throw that word at me.
It's a dangerous word for sure.
Dangerous. What are you trying to do to me, Ryukishi?
Of course it is. I thought that being you tortured Battler one tough puzzle after another before releasing her. Why don't you at least try to give Angie some weird ideas to have her turn the game around in the end?
That's what she did do, though.
And I thought I knew you better than anyone else in the world. So embarrassing that I was wrong. I'm sure it is. But don't worry. You obviously do know me better than anyone else in the world. Yeah, of course. After all, I love, adore, and understand you more than any other person in the universe.
The universe.
I can't pronounce a star.
How does she pronounce the star? Maybe we should listen to that voice line. Lambda Delta was flustered by Birkenstill's apparently friendly words, which were very rare coming from her. Non-existent even. Butler pardon me for interrupting your conversation. Anji-sama has returned. Oh, she's back? Great. So, is she okay? Seems she was soaked by the rain, but Kumasawa is bringing her a towel now. When Battler heard this, he breathed a sigh of relief. Then he turned to face Birkenstow, showing her a forced smile. As though apologizing for still suspecting her just a little. No, suspect her more.
Way more.
Birkenstow showed no reaction and simply continued to wear a blank expression with a slight smile.
Anji-sama has returned. I'm back.
He's tying me again.
Battler! Anji's back!
Anji. Wonderful. I was worried. He stared at Battler. She dashed toward her with a relieved smile. Her expression seemed somehow indifferent.
That Battler. Looks like he thought I had you hanging by chains in a cave or something.
Might have been better. What you were doing to her? No. I didn't think you'd go that far.
Yeah, surely chain her in a theater, not a cave. Come on. I was just having some tea at the house of one of Bernkastel's friends. It was delicious.
Was there any dried plums or miso soup in it?
Why would there be?
Since she spoke bluntly, she walked right past her brother and exchanged a few whispered words with Birkenstow.
What is it, Battler?
Huh? Oh, nothing? Nothing at all. If he said that his little sister being cold to him, I left him feeling forlorn. Beto would either laugh at him or scratch him. What? Or go back to read.
No, you read that correctly. Laugh at him or scratch him.
Why? Why would she scratch him?
Weird. I don't know.
After all, Anji was a girl at a tender age. She might be in a bad mood for reasons that a man like him couldn't understand. Taking note of this and having satisfied himself that Anji was okay, he made to walk away.
Battler. Anji's calling for you.
What? Huh? Oh, sorry.
I've been trying to get your attention for a while. Don't ignore me.
I wasn't really ignoring you. What's going on with you, anyway? You look like you're in a bad mood for a while now.
I imagine Bernkastel gave her something strange to drink and pretended it was just a rare sort of black tea.
I believe it.
I have no business with you. Back off for a bit, would you? Want to talk to each other alone. Come, I may not look it, but I am the wife of the territory lords. When it comes to Battler, I'm far more...
Sorry, Beto. Would you mind leaving for just a bit? I know, Battler realized that Anji's issue was more than just a slight bad mood. Beto puffed her cheeks as though she wanted to say something back. However, she just let out a sigh and walked away. Man, just commands her now. So powerful. Is this okay?
It is. After all, this game is between me and you, right? I'm the player. You're the game master. No matter how many pieces get between us, in the end, it's still a direct battle between you and me.
Well, it's true that I'm the game master, but it's not like I'm fighting against you or anything. This final game was held so you can be invited to the Rankajima of 1986.
Games are played to decide who wins and who loses. It's not called a game unless you have foes and allies. Don't try to trick me.
What are you talking about all of a sudden?
You had me totally fooled. At first, I actually thought you'd take me to that day in 1986. But that wasn't true. This has all been a farce you created, isn't it? You're using a sentimental tale to dodge the issue and leave me confused. You're trying to chase me out into a lonely future and nothing but this lukewarm happiness as a parting gift. There's just one thing I've been after since the beginning. What happened on Rockinjima that day? And the only answer you gave me was this game. This sentimental party of illusions. Your answer to my question is beyond clear at this point. I want the truth. And you have no intention of telling me.
Angie, listen, you got it wrong.
Don't try to trick me. I now know that this game is the final fight between me and you. Me searching for the truth of that day. And you trying to hide that truth behind an illusion. It's exactly the same. The setup is no different than those fights between you and Beato. I wouldn't have been much longer before I was chased out. What? Jesus! It wouldn't have been much longer before I was chased out of the game board and everything's still vague and fuzzy because of you. Sorry, I'm so upset I can't read anymore. Well, sorry, but I've already figured out that this game is a battle. Don't think you'll trick me so easily anymore.
Yeah, there's everyone looking at her. And she's shouting tore apart the peaceful atmosphere. The family members and residents of the fantasy gulped and watched the scene, wondering what was going on. Edo tried to run up to Battler, but he motioned for her to stay back. What is it you want?
The truth. There's only one thing I've ever wanted. The truth of Rockinjima in 1986. That's all I'm looking for.
The truth is sealed within the cat box. It cannot be reached by someone outside the cat box like you.
Is that why you're trying to haul me off with a sentimental illusion?
Yes, this is an illusion. However, I want you to remember this fun atmosphere, the harmony within your family. It's not about what happened on the island that day. I wanted you to remember the warmth of these family conferences, the warmth you forgot about.
That's just an illusion you're trying to impose on me. I reject that and deny it completely.
The truth of 1986 doesn't exist. The cat box is empty inside. You're looking for something that isn't there.
I won't be tricked anymore. The truth of that day does exist. It was written down by the sole survivor and preserved to this very day.
Balor's expression faltered for just an instant, and Angie didn't miss it. So he was hiding it after all. Oni-chan has been hiding the book of the single truth from me. Nice title that it has now.
Yeah. Aunt Eva, for the first time since your death, I'd like to express my gratitude. Because you wrote down what happened that day, you gave me one last chance at learning the truth.
Ichan, you have to listen to me. Everything I wrote in that diary is nonsense, so it doesn't...
There's no point trying to deceive me. Your diary has the truth of that day written in it. It's already been proven with the red truth. Absurd. Who could possibly use the red truth besides Battler, the Game Master? It's Ao Aurora, isn't it? That's right. The Book of the Single Truth exists in 1998, the world of the future. Who else could perform the crucial role of confirming its contents with the red truth? I heard everything from Burn Castell. I've been fooled by you long enough. I don't want some sentimental illusion. I want the real truth. And And no matter how hard you try to cover up in 1986, I can explode in 1998. After all, you are the Beatrice of 1986, Oni-chan, and I am the Beatrice of 1998.
Is Battler's Beatrice now?
Kind of. Game Master, I guess.
Cyclone rose up around Angie. It was a golden swirl of gold butterflies, just like the golden witch Beatrice. They've got this track down. Holy, new outfit.
Hell yeah, dudes. I am Angie Beatrice of 1998, the final golden witch. No witch of the past can defeat a witch of the future.
Her outfit is similar to Ava's.
It's funny you say that because older designs of this looked even closer to that. Like, it's definitely supposed to look like Ava's.
The cyclone of gold broke apart. As gold leaves scattered across the room, the final witch, who would inherit Beatrice's name in the future, appeared.
Angie Beatrice, you are the golden and endless witch. I'm not. I'm the witch of gold and truth. No illusion can stand in my way. Your boring party is over, Oni-chan. Now it's time for my party to start. I've even ready the game to liven things up. You're up, Aunt Ava.
Huh?
Oh, me? What the fuck?
Naji snapped her fingers. She vanished among the swirl of gold butterflies. In her place, in the middle of the cyclone, a girl wearing a dress appeared, bowing modestly. Live voicing her?
Yep, because Ava.
Pretty rude, you know. Inviting everyone to the party except me.
Honestly, even invited Erica, what the fuck? You're Ava!
The sole survivor in Rakinjima, and the witch of the future, the golden and endless witch from 1986 to 1998. In the world of the future, Battler-kun, your snappy illusion is more fragile than a flake of snow on a lake. Okay, let's have some fun. Come, try to remember, all of you. Remember your endless theory making. Eva held out her hand to the heavens. A light gathered there and took the form of a bottle. Yes, a bottle. A glass bottle with no label. There was no alcohol inside. Sealed within it was a fragment that let off a pale, sinister light.
He's summoning the Deltarune YouTubers. All the theorists.
Oh no.
Battler, this is bad. She must not smash that bottle.
Let her around on that one. Although I skipped it a little too fast. First and the last. The bottle was slammed against the floor and smashed into pieces. As soon as the fragment within it touched the outside air, it flashed to white and burst. At first, it seemed like nothing had happened. Ow. Howdy, darn. However, Ava grinned at them before becoming a cloud of butterflies and vanishing. Come to think of it, just shut up. Come to think of it, Birkenstock was gone too. Or as well. What did she do?
She smashed the bottle and summoned Darn. It was probably a fragment she brought back with her from the world of the future. Perhaps you could call it a contents of the cat box in the future.
So, what does that mean? What now? That moment, they heard a tremendous hiss. It was as though large chunks of hail had started falling everywhere. An earthquake accompanied that noise, and the whole mansion groaned. Dust began to fall from the ceiling. At the same time, it seemed as though a curtain-covered window glowed with a pale light.
What on earth is going on?
Kirie, look outside. What the hell is that? We're gonna rush to the window in response to her voice. Of course, Battler and Beto went too. That actually is like giant chunks of ice. When they drew the curtains, looked at the scene outside, they were stunned into silence.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, Kinzo? Destruction going on? Kinzo's words
Well, he is
spoke
kind of pretty.
for the first impression. Why can't I just, my freaking brain halted for a second? Kinzo's words spoke for the first impression felt by all those who looked out the windows. Not all beauty is benign.
They always say that beauty has thorns, yeah.
Though everyone found the scene beautiful, it gave them all an ominous feeling. Outside the window, countless small objects, crystal fragments glowed. Glowing pale blue lay strewn about elsewhere like fallen hail. The word fantastical perfectly summed up the scene that lay before them in the glowing rose garden.
You're Rosa.
Just now, I saw something move over there. I was getting to it.
Okay. Hey, is there someone over there? Wait, huh?
A person just grew out of that glowing fragment.
Seven Sisters of Purgatory, battle formation.
Those words of Lucifer's, everyone finally realized that they were surrounded by danger.
I know how hard to see would go animated.
Oh!
Multiple of the goats.
All of them? One by one, countless fragments shook and burst, and large bodies rose up from inside each. They were giants with goat heads. One after another, they appeared from the insides of broken fragments. Needing a lot of loser flags ready to swim Kraus. Help us. Realization that the countless fragments...
AoE loser flags.
The realization that countless fragments lying all over the Rose Garden were responsible for the blue glow covering the entire area sent a wave of cold terror rushing over all present. 45. Wide area surveillance.
I think this one was you too.
Was it?
Kind of? I think so.
My radar is filled with white. Either we're being jammed or the vast number of readings is making a count of enemy numbers impossible. Even as she said this, the glowing rose garden outside the window was filling with giant goats. The fragments carrying the goats weren't just in the rose garden. They were spread evenly across the entire island. Not just the rose garden, but the entire area around the mansion had to be half covered with goats by now. For your attention.
Oh, we are completely surrounded.
Yeah, we noticed.
What do you do now, Battler?
Only one thing to do with invited guests, and that's show them the door. Who are these people? Guessing these aren't your minions, right, Beto?
The goat forms they hold are probably just imitations of the pieces on this game board.
They aren't Richa or Leah's minions. There's something worse. You want beer?
Okay, if you say so. I see. A manifestation of the messages within the bottles.
Messages within the bottles. Beto's message bottles? No. These fragments are delusions from people of the future.
Endless possibilities are hidden within the cat box. Because of that, those outside the box can imagine the insides to be any one of an infinite number of things. It would seem those endless delusions are the true nature of these creatures.
What?
What will those goats do to us, I wonder? And this one too. It doesn't look like they're going to give us a handshake or a pat on the back.
Those people. Their low lives, making up and passing around stories, imagining the tragedies that might have unfolded for us on this island. They found it so interesting that I never talked about the truth, but they kept on creating tragedies one after another for their own enjoyment.
If only there was something someone could do to stop them from creating delusions.
So their fragments of future contain delusions about the 1986 cat box.
In the future worlds, any and all interpretations can and do exist. Unless we deny them, each will be able to call their own views the truth, and they will remain on this island. What a fixer in!
Looks like we're surrounded and fighting for our lives! Oh no, they're disappearing, we're good.
They're going home.
What are they doing?
They're eating! They're eating something!
They're eating the roses? Forming crowd of goats was busily doing something. If you look closely, you could see them sticking their heads into the rose bushes and munching away. And it wasn't just the rose bushes. Light poles, bricks of the flower beds, even the stone paving itself, they were biting all of it. Almost as if they're trying to eat up the whole island. No, they aren't just eating. If they aren't eating, then what are they doing?
Sorry, I just think it's funny that the same character's on screen 3 times. Sorry. What they're doing is not eating. They are eroding, shaving away the game board itself.
They're eating the game board? In the future, everyone believes that we were swallowed up by tragedy today. That's why they won't accept the truth where we enjoy ourselves in peace.
Truths of the past are inferior to truths of the future. The merciless future fangs and jaws of those goats refuse to accept our truth and are eroding it, replacing it with the truth they wish to see.
Damn it. This is our truth. It's not for those people in the future, who have nothing to do with us anyway to rewrite it as they please. Whoa.
These red eyes are kind of cool.
Red eyes. Red Titan. The garden outside the window was now filled with too many goats to count, all chewing away. This repulsive scene stole the words from everyone's lips. They weren't just stunned into silence. There was just no point in making a fuss and letting the goats know for no reason. What? No point in letting them know that there was plenty of prey waiting in this bright room. Bright, warm room. Prey that was softer and more satisfying to chew on than roses or bricks.
That goat there! He's looking at us!
Silence. Don't make a fuss.
It's going this way. Isn't this bad?
They saw one of the newly born goat heads slowly turn towards their window. There was already a huge swarm of them in the garden, so it was no surprise that, when one of them looked around for new prey, it would see the light from this window. Its immense, eerie body slowly approached. As it grew closer, they could finally see its disturbing form clearly. The eyes blazed, and yet were still cold, ruthless, and reptilian. Reptilian eyes on a goat?
Magic.
Grow fangs and jaw could tear apart and crush anything. Any things that could chew through brick would hardly have a problem chewing through humans. Massive body had to be taller than the windows themselves, and it was lumbering towards this window. This window isn't made of a special Ushumiya bulletproof glass by any chance, is it?
I doubt even bulletproof glass could stop that thing. It's coming, it's coming! It's running towards us!
Yo.
For your attention, know that this window shall not be breached.
Power Cornelius Seal formed a shield around about. What is this fucking fantastical sounding music going on right now?
Actually, a new track too.
The goat was blown back, unable to even touch the glass because of this power. Its weight made the earth tremble. They could feel that clearly, even inside. But that tremor had also drawn the attention of nearby goats. The pack of goats started shuffling closer, and then, realizing that they were in competition for this new prey, the pack quickly broke into a thundering charge. He's eating the chess pieces while my opponent is looking.
To assert dominance.
The window protected by Cornelius Seal would probably be safe. However, there were many windows in the Great Hall. For the first time, those windows became a source of terror instead of sunlight and a lovely view.
Gertrude's?
For your attention, know that this window shall not be breached. You sealed another window. Goats trying to break through it. Break through that one were thrown back. But, at the same time, those inside the building heard a terrible crash of a third window being shattered. Scattering fragments of glass everywhere, the massive goats broke through the window frame and entered the building. Oh, come on, Goda, you can take him. I got cross with you. Be easy.
Surely you can tag team one goat.
Get back. Everyone, get back.
We have the large goat at Antkraus. On the first twilight, sacrifice the 6.
Those words really were coming from the goat's mouth, along with its steaming foul breath. However, it didn't get a chance to say any more. Forehead, neck, shoulder, chest, side, gut, knee. The stakes of the Seven Sisters buried themselves deep one after another.
Rough, unappetizing flesh for piercing.
Just couldn't bear to gobble up any more of these. Oh, you got more. Several other windows shattered one after another. The goats squeezed their way through the window frames. Their mouths were still stuffed with bricks they had just been snacking on. Still? Alright. Each time they chewed, it made a ghastly sound, like bones being crushed.
It's like a zombie apocalypse, but the zombies are 3 meters tall. We will repel them.
Terrifying. Taster troops, prepare for close-range combat. Hold up. You start firing away, and we'll have all the other goats coming in to join the party.
Let's fall back to the 2nd floor. If we can seal the staircase, that'll buy us some time.
Everyone, upstairs. Hurry! After sniffing noisily, as though scanning the smells around the room, the goats started chewing on whatever chairs, tables, or curtains were close by. The goats would chew anything to bits as long as it was near them. The others were careful not to attract the goats' attention. They would be able to escape from this place. Humans ran up ahead to the 2nd floor, while the fantasy creatures who were used to fighting guarded the rear. Goats were completely absorbed by their all-consuming feast in the hall.
If I was one of the goats, I would go for the chandelier.
Even the portrait of Beatrice, which might have been called the symbol of the whole Ushimi family, had now been brutally chewed up.
Battler, humans have all taken refugee on the 2nd floor.
Good. Ignore. Seal the staircases.
Gertrude and Cornelia will handle it. However, they need more time.
Loud beating sounds, whether they be called knocking, was unclear. The sounds and shattering glass could be heard from all parts of the mansion. Well now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for work. Oh, well,
7 Sisters of Purgatory, right here. Let's go, you lowlifes. Tonight, that's all you can eat.
Extra troops. Halt all external tasks. Cancel automatic updates. No data. Except no data. Take no prisoners. Right, these dweebs are like computers.
Eisner Jungfrau of the 7th District. By the Territory Lord's order, carry out your duty.
I'll lend a hand. Leon, we're in the way. Go to the 2nd floor. But, Will...
Leave this to us and go. You have your own job to do. Protect your family.
I understand. Everyone, stay safe. The mansion was filled with the sounds of bashing, crushing, smashing, and chewing. The goats in their wave of destruction were drawing steadily closer.
Lord Battler? Gertrude and Cornelia have finished sealing the other staircases. The large staircase here is the only one that remains. The other staircases are tiny, so they went fast. On the other hand, this staircase is huge! Looks like you have your hands full buying time.
Those spoke as though it was someone else's problem. When they took a glance at her face to see that she had no intention of lending a hand. Even so, Rachel didn't scold her. It was a game between Battler and Angie. Lambda Delta was only a theater goer who had been invited.
Yeah, front row seats. Don't think badly of me. Even I'd die if I was torn apart by nothingness. Sorry, but I think I'll stick to being an observer. That's what you've always been. Though it's a shame we can't ask you for your help.
He's being nice. Doesn't want to steal our show.
Sure, let's say that's the reason.
As a warrior witch, Lambda Delta could retreat from this game board of battlers if she wanted to. In other words, she was the only one who wasn't in trouble now.
See you later. I think I'll watch this game between you and Burn till the end. I'll be rooting for you. As you munch on popcorn. Of course. I think I'll have some soy sauce butter flavor today.
Might not actually be bad. Soy sauce is like kind of salty. The Delta vanished with a pop.
Boop.
When she did, a black hole appeared up in midair and Gap fell out of it. Battler, Richie, you'd come here for a second. You'd probably see this. Right now? Yes.
Let's go. Everyone, we're counting on you to hold this position.
Gap snapped her fingers. A large hole opened up under Battler and Beto, swallowing them both. When it spat them back out again, they were in the inky black sky. Both of them were floating up in the night sky. They could see Rakanjima from far beneath them. And, as soon as they realized this, they shuddered.
This is...
It's not a crowd. It's a sea. Oh. Mixitude. There's no longer a crowd of goats, but an eerie sea of them. Just as Rakanjima poked out from the ocean, the mansion was now poking out from a sea of goats. People of the future really are amazing. Just how many of them have imagined a tragedy of this island?
Nothing but a worthless drivel from outside the cat box. Let's clean this place up.
Now, look over there. It's hard to tell, but look at the shoreline. But shoreline? It's easiest to see near the harbor. Look closely. See it? Don't tell me.
That's the entries. Hey.
Battler.
Now it is.
Yeah,
That's fine.
you're probably right. They're eating it. Eating the whole island. That wasn't apparent to you earlier? When they were munching on the bricks?
Well, I guess it's different to eat the island itself.
Come!
Like, the island itself and the mansion are kind of two different things.
Suppose. Rikishi, when it comes to dissing his fans instead of making a good finale episode? What do you mean?
You're saying this is not good? Come on.
I like it so far.
I love it.
Try to remember fragments of the future. Why don't you just chew up all the unsensation, all the illusions, all the fantasy forever? Ever yelled this to the heavens, hovering over the raging sea. Hell fell, what a glow pale.
Glow pale?
Glow pale light?
Swap the words there, but...
Hell glow? Whatever. I don't have coffee
cool.
today. Each one was a bottle with no label and a fragment inside. They poured into the island, smashing into bits and scattering the fragments inside them everywhere. Every now and then, one of those fragments would split into two, and then split into two again. And every single one of those fragments burst and gave birth to a massive glow. To say it was like bamboo shoots springing up after the rain would be a vast understatement. They go to rise about like bubbling boiling water pot. They ate away at everything they saw. They didn't just eat the arbor, but the trees and the rocks, the entire coastline itself. They're gonna drink the ocean next. Hundreds, thousands, no, tens of thousands of goats continue to eat. They're chewing away at every bit of Kunjima, this final game that Battler had prepared.
Want the chessboards.
How's he gonna think now?
Good laugh.
Too bad, Battler-kun. The future wants a tragedy on this island. Even Angie wants the truth. Let's chew up all the unsensation, illusions, and fantasy for them. Right now, Battler and the others had to admit it. The future wanted a tragedy. Even if the future of this island had been a gentle, peaceful thing. Or even if the truth of this island had been a gentle, peaceful thing. I don't know if I read that right first time. The future didn't want that. The truth they wanted was painting over the past.
That's such a fragile thing. Even the cat box is being chewed apart.
Just, who are these people? Are they really so determined to throw us into tragedy? That's all I wanted to show you. Hopefully this will be useful for making a strategic decision. Yeah, thanks. Thanks to that, I just feel awful now. Then, let us go to the study next, if you don't mind. Goldsmith wants to talk to you. Cap snapped their fingers and another black hole swallowed them up and spat them out into the study.
Yeah, if you're gonna chop me, at least do it on a bed.
Grandfather, we're in trouble. There's absolutely nowhere left to go.
I know. And even waiting out the storm from here is not an option. Renove and the others should be able to buy us some time, but that's all.
They just holed up a dimension and fought from there. It would only be a matter of time before the swarm of goats got them. When repelled, if few of the goats who barged into the dimension, wouldn't it be like using a cup to bail water out of a boat with a hole in it?
We could fight defensively for a while, but then it would only be a matter of time.
We need to think of something while we fight. Can we escape? Where to? Is there any way for us to leave the game board?
Outside the game board is outside of our territory. Only a Voyager Rich could leave it.
Only Birkenstell and Lambda Delta could do it. However, there was no way Birkenstell would help. She's the one who's causing this!
Yeah, exactly.
Even Lambda Delta had already announced that she would be an observer instead of lending a hand. So, there's nowhere left to run.
No, there is just one place.
Where?
The Golden Lands. I see. Is that our only option now? Indeed. The Golden Land is the most impenetrable place of this game board. If we wish to escape, it's that or nothing.
These things are eating the cat box itself. For all we know, at any moment they could start chewing away at the Golden Land as well.
What should we do, Battler?
Not hesitate. Retreating. Even if it takes too long to make a decision, even that road will be close to us. Let's evacuate everyone. How can we open the door to the Golden Land?
Just hide in the gold room. The codes could never solve the epitaph. They'll just eat for the ground, dudes. I just have to open it. However, an immense cloud of the anti-magic toxin is emanating from the crowd of goats. It'll take some time to open the door.
So, we only gotta protect this study with our lives until the door's open. Have to keep doing what we've been doing.
There's one more problem. The door to the Golden Land cannot be shut unless two people close it from the outside.
Two from the outside? What do you mean? As soon as he said this, Battler realized. This must have been an agreement made between the three witches who are one.
Normally, there's no need to go to the trouble of shutting the door. We can't do it this time, though. Only you and Beato can fill the role of shutting the door.
Me, the Territory Lord, and Beato. Does seem to be the safest choice.
Indeed. If it's just the two of us, we might even be able to protect ourselves.
Okay. Open the door. It's a waver pipe, leaving a trail of gold. Or leaving a golden trail behind as she sliced the air vertically. Oh? Then, a gap to the door of the Golden Land appeared. Looked like nothing more than a thin golden string hanging from the ceiling. If you looked closely, you could see that the string was getting thicker very slowly. The door to the Golden Land certainly was opening, but so slowly that you couldn't even tell if you weren't careful. At this rate, it would probably take quite some time before it grew big enough to let a person through. Grandfather, Gap, we'll need you to be our inner line of defense.
Yes, the baby goat's climbing up the outer walls. Very well.
Did he just, like, load one of his guns while saying that?
The guns are in the study. My rifle is hungry for some prey.
Understood. It'd be fun dropping these things into the abyss.
It would be awesome if there was a gun sprite for Kinzo.
Behold. Will. Executioner. Giant was sliced at an angle, split into two parts, and fell to the floor, showering her with filthy dark blood and guts.
Splendidly done.
I'll let you have the next one. Countless massive goats would force their way into the... Countless massive goats would have forced their way in from rooms and windows all across dimensions, wandering about in search of something to chew. Oh, we're getting a high quality animation now. Several of the goats noticed the group of people huddled around the staircase and lumbered closer, but they were pulverized by merciless attacks. It's got creepy freaking regalia here.
It's been a while since we've seen that one.
Nova's shields easily halted the charging the goats, and Regalia's magic spears pinned the goats against the walls. Gilnor and Will's blades also sliced the goats effortlessly in two. The pinpoint strikes of the Seven Sisters preparatory could pierce the vitals and finish off any opponent, no matter how large. Extra Sisters were holding their own too.
Whatever they were doing. Oh.
One shot from their high caliber firearms blasted so many goats to bits that you couldn't count the kills with both hands. It would have been more than a match for a limited number of opponents. However, they weren't just up against a crowd, but an entire sea. It was like a pebble trying to face the approaching waves of the stormy sea. Hurry on. Hurry on that gun barrel replacement. Requesting cover from the Purgatory troops.
You run out of bullets and you're nothing but rabbits. Lame.
Rude.
I don't want to hear that from a bunch of 7 paperweights that can only kill one person at a time, yeah?
Yeah, keep them coming. Don't let us get bored. The hall was filled with the corpses of massive goats. As if in fear in this sight, the goats that came in one after another formed a wall, keeping their distance.
Perhaps they think they're no match for us. I wish that were true, but it seems to be a little more than wishful thinking.
What are those guys doing? They're looking at us and whispering to each other.
Apparently they have enough intelligence to talk with each other and cooperate.
The goats were surrounding them at a distance and whispering to each other. Then they nodded at each other as though deciding on something, and the whole group stirred. What are they doing? It almost looked like they're lining up in a different order. The enemy is changing its formation. It appears that individuals with greater destructive power are being gathered at the front lines.
And so what? Let's go. Yeah, that's so nice. Wait, something's wrong.
Too late. Whisper took aim at one of them, going for its forehead. The other 6 sisters followed her lead, trying to pierce the vital organs all over the creature's body. However, there was no sound to pierce flesh. 7 sister Pictor were knocked back, unable to cause even the smallest wound. This goat is tough. What? What just happened?
Those guys are talking about something.
Goat kept whispering the same thing over and over as they slowly approached the 7 sisters. All of them whispered unanimously. All fantasy is fictional. Oh, just gotta say it's not real and that's it?
The 7 sisters of purgatory are personifications of stakes for ceremonial sacrifices, mere creatures of fantasy.
They're actually paperweights. They're actually paperweights. As they whispered curses that denied the 7 sisters' existence, the goats lumbered closer. Get back, purgatory troops. We'll cover for you. Have you learned a lesson, goats? Holy! What a combo! The golden bows of the chaser sister troops mowed down the wall of goats with a shower of bright golden bullets. Some of the goats were torn to pieces, but some of them seemed completely unaffected. Then the goats who were uninjured all whispered as one. These are their sisters' imperial guards, and Maria's rabbit dolls as their vessels. They're actually rabbit dolls. Maria's imagination, fantasy, fictional beings. All of the crimes can be explained by mystery. All fantasy is irrelevant.
Looks like.
Got lots of people who won't accept the existence of magic.
And that means we're fucked.
No magical attacks will have any effect on them.
Does that mean all of our attacks will be completely useless? Endless line, yeah.
I like how they translated it as 99 point billion nines when she clearly said just endless and 9.
Yeah.
I guess that's like a better idea of what she means by it, I guess.
Endless means endless. If they don't accept that we exist, our attacks can hurt them, yeah? Is that possible?
We'll have to test it. Renovi stepped forward, stamped on the floor twice, and a red barrier rose up in front of him. The credibility dashed into it with terrifying force. While some goats were blown away by it, several of them slipped right through the magical barrier. Renovi is a creature of magic, creature of fiction. Genji is Renove's vessel. An imaginary version of Genji. I see. Even my attacks will not affect some of them. There was no longer any point for Gillo trying to out her own magic spear. Some of the goats must have also decided that her existence was fictional as well, that she would no longer be able to hurt them. All of these great demons, great witches, high-level furniture and weapons were overcome with the fear of the crowd that surrounded them, a crowd that would not be affected by any of their attacks.
What are we going to do?
Keep on fighting until the end. You do not have permission to die. You do not have permission to die in a battle. Whoa, go close up.
Fantasy is all fiction. Fantasy is all fiction. Fantasy is all fiction.
So menacing. The shriek from one of the goats became a signal for the wall of them to break. They pushed forward with gaping mouths and foul breaths, each trying to reach their prey first, trying to return these fictional creatures to nothingness.
Look out!
They leapt in front of and held several of the seven sisters had fallen on their butts, overpowered by the ferocity of the approaching goats. However, even Virgilio was a fictional creature to these goats. They could chew through her like cotton candy.
Quick, send Kumasawa.
Shut him, quickly. Renobe threw himself at the oncoming goats. Even he would be chewed apart easily. Knowing this, Renobe leapt forward. Yeah. Even if the magic no longer functions, I'm still the fiercely passionate and loyal man I always was. And furthermore, did you expect that I would simply sit by and watch a lady die? Renobe is fantasy. Renobe is fantasy. Renobe slammed his
Fantasy's got hands.
Renobe slammed his right fist into the side of the goat's face. As soon as he pulled it back, he swung his left leg into the goat's gut, and then spun around and threw a reverse roundhouse that caught the goat again. Never knew. You could do less damage in mosquito bite against those who didn't accept his existence. This is what it meant to face an anti-magic defense of Endless Nine. Oh, there is fantasy. A fiction. An illusion. Oh, swung its log-like fist with a sound like a storm. Ooh, sick dodge. We dodged by air. Even an instant slower, the massive arm would have crushed his head with the last.
Okay. Stop this, run!
Hi, Renobe. Cannot help but rise to the challenge when I see a lady in a bench. Bad habit of mine. Renobe grinned and tried to act up. He had already abandoned everything. There was nothing to do here now except become a shield by time. He had already chosen to abandon his life for this. Renobe is fantasy. It cannot be real. It cannot be real.
So fantasy do not exist. Do not exist.
Fantasy's all puke spittle. You just... That's just something Byrne would say.
That's one of Byrne's favorite words, yeah.
Goats kept coming, trying to feast on Renobe. No one had any pretensions of making this a one-on-one fight. Nothing mattered except chewing apart fantasy, even just a nibble. They all gnashed those ruthless jaws and fangs. They gathered around Renobe. Renobe's foot hit something and he stumbled. Gripping. In the same instant, several massive arms reached out and lifted him up.
Sama!
What are you doing, chasers? Shoot them!
Would have done that already if you had any effect, yeah?
Everywhere. Please stand back. Ashube will buy you some time as they savor the flesh. However, I think they'll find that Renove has quite a few little bones in him.
He's so cool. Still so calm while he's actively about to get chewed up.
An elbow rammed itself into the massive, hideous jaws that were trying to chew Renove's head. Of course, the goat did moan, but that did nothing but deprive just one goat of its right to bite. The first bite Renove's head. Many jaws opened wide, trying to crush him and throw him down into those heartless stomachs, which would permit no heartwarming fantasies to exist. I won't accept fantasy. I won't accept.
Explaining everything with mystery is possible. Possible!
Fantasy is puke spray. Everything is mystery.
Yeah, I think going one at a time for these is pretty good.
All of the many arms lifting Renove were sliced off. The Seven Sisters used this chance to fly toward and grab Renove, dragging him back.
Which of you mentions mystery?
And is Blade effective?
I see. If the opponents are calling it a mystery...
Blood-red longsword in her hand, Delnor slowly walked forward. Behind her walked Will, tapping his back with his black blade. Well, if you don't think it's fantasy, let's hear what your theories are.
I cannot wait to hear your opinions.
Tomorrow. Crowd of goats stepped back. Though they had been so vicious against the fantasy creatures, they stepped back when faced with this pair wielding swords and mystery.
There have been a great many locked-room murders on this game board. Choose whichever you please, and we will parry all of your attacks.
No. We don't have to defend anything.
Indeed. The mystery is always the source of the challenge. Why should we be forced to play defense?
You guys get it, yeah? You are the ones in the hot seat now. Oh, yeah. I like how her swords are like clock hands.
Yeah. Also, you'd think she'd hold the bigger sword with, like, the stronger arm. Like, the armored one. It looks kind of silly with the tiny one.
Would you use your... Would you, like, armor your stronger arm? Like, heavier weights?
I mean, I guess that's why I'm not a sword master. I just don't get it.
Blue Truth cut the goats apart. That Blue Truth dwelt within each and every one of the riddles in Beto's game so far. What the locked room with the chain, the first game, the second Twilight. What the locked room, the chapel, second game, first Twilight. What the trick to killing Najo, third game, ninth Twilight. There's no end to the blades. I wanted to take a better look at his sword. It looks like the blade is like designed like one of the eagle wings, and it looked like it had like golden like threads in it.
We'll probably get on the image real quick.
The countless riddles Beatrice left behind became blades, challenges that tore boats apart. They wanted to deny fantasy, they would have to make a counter-argument. They'd have to deal with every single trick as a mystery. However, although the goat spoke words of anti-fantasy, most of them prepared no answer for the mystery. Well, every now and then, there was a goat who did have an answer.
Someone outside the Shirui family was hiding on the island, and...
It's one of Battler's cheap theories.
Nox is first. It is forbidden for the cult to be anyone not mentioned in the early part of the story.
There were multiple culprits all working separately, and it just happened to look like a single culprit. So I guess it's more like scratches and not like golden threads. Like a well-used blade. I do kind of like how it looks kind of like a wing with the little like white streaks at the tip.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from with it.
Van Dyne's rule number 12. There must be but one true culprit.
You mean everything but that is forbidden?
The goats are unable to think that well. This is the thought of trying to think that much to kill them.
He just fucking collapsed from having to think.
Boring, right? We have a genre like that. Personally, I think mystery should be more flexible. And Nox commandments. The 20 Van Dyne rules are behind the times. The definition of the mystery genre is changing with the era. I think you just go yapping about. Getting rebellious.
Perhaps we are behind the times.
Old. In that case, let's see if you have any theories that can satisfy us.
Come.
Get those spooky eyes again. Whoa. Whole crowd of goats charged them. In their fangs, each of them carried theories to crush Beto's locked rooms. The bodies of these goats were different than the ones who had become corpses so easily just now. They had mystery-style answers to several locked rooms, so it would take several blade hits to deal them a fatal wound.
Rather the smart ones.
They can be smart. However, Beto had left many blades behind. All of them were exceedingly sharp. So the pair of Inquisitors didn't think of this as a desperate battle. This was mystery. The goal of mystery is to use all of your imagination knowledge to challenge each of its riddles head-on. Doing this is the greatest enjoyment of the mystery genre. Though they laughed, both Will and Dunlore laughed. With smiles of admiration at the theories the goat had put everything they had into they counter with blades from all the locked rooms. Crowd of goats was no longer an encirclement, but a great wave threatening to swallow the pair up. And yet, the pair repelled the enemy without giving an inch. They resisted firmly, cutting through the tsunami of willing goats. It was like an ice-breaking ship, knocking a path through a frozen sea.
They entered the locked room through a hidden passage that no one else could use, and...
Got the hidden passage here.
Nox is first. It is forbidden for hidden passages to exist.
The hidden passage was used. It was welded shut and became unusable, so no hidden passages existed at the time of its inspection. That's...
I like that one.
That one's stupid. Oh shit.
Nox is 8. It is forbidden for the case to be resolved with clues that are not presented.
Great graphic.
Hell yeah, dude.
These are all fake murders, and no one is actually dead. Battler already tried that one.
Episode 6.
So all locked rooms were constructed by the so-called victims. Oh, that one tripped you up? Lenore hesitated for just an instant. After all, this cliché and simple theory managed to get around both Beto's locked rooms and Delnore's Decalogue. Will, back up! Support!
Yeah, Nox doesn't have specific rules against that.
Delnore saw nothingness inside the goat's massive jaws. Thanks, Will. Van Dyne's Rule, number 7. It is forbidden to have a crime without a corpse. Surely the jaws of that goat had closed over Dilnor's head. However, the upper and lower jaw no longer connected, so the upper half slid off to the side. Looks like even the Great Nox never forbade fake murders.
There are many splendid mysteries besides murder.
Goats didn't give the pair enough time to have a nice long chat about mystery. The next massive figure immediately enveloped them. Will's blade drew a diagonal slash across the chest, but it only cut through its clothes, leaving no wound. 20 wedges don't work on this one.
The Giga Chad is here.
Oh no. The smartest of the goats. Dilnor also hit it with her longsword, but still, it was just cut its clothes without leaving a mark on its body. Could it be that this goat had a theory that didn't violate Nox or Van Dyne?
Nox and Van Dyne are meaningless.
Oh, it's just that easy to say they don't matter?
All locked rooms can be undone by a single solution. Because...
In an attempt to stop the goat from saying any more, Will and Dilnor hit it with blades from every locked room, as well as stakes from the 10 Commandments and 20 Rules, but none of it had any effect. Slowly, the goat clenched his massive fists together and raised them up high.
Because... Will?
With a roar, Will slammed into the goat with his body. The goat's massive bulk bent back slightly. Will was still leaping into a death trap. However, if he hadn't done so, he wouldn't have been able to protect Dilnor. The goat grabbed Will. It lifted him up and held him high in the air. Like a little kid showing off his favorite toy and waving it around. It's great visual, thanks. Let's hear your theory. I'm to hear a great theory before I die. Will be a fitting end for me.
Van Dyne and Nox are useless for making theories.
The goat's massive hands closed on Will like a vice. All the bones in Will's body creaked. Let's hear your theory.
The answer just goes no. There is no need for a theory.
What?
Because making theories for any of Beatrice's games is a waste of time.
What do you mean?
As the goat just goes, Umineko sucks, I don't want to think about it. This is an orthodox mystery, so thinking about it is just a waste of time. I won't accept Beatrice's games as a mystery. There are no answers to the tricks. It's all just an illusion.
That's how you beat them? You just say it's not worth thinking of an answer because everything's an illusion anyway?
It's all bullshit, so it doesn't matter.
That's allowed? Thinking it's just a waste of time? Will's head was lowered, so his face couldn't be seen. However, the arm of the goat holding him was shaking. The embrace of those log-sized arms with superhuman strength was being slowly pushed away by Will's shaking arms. Thinking it's just a waste of time? You say that and call yourself a mystery fan? Mystery is like chivalry. You fight with the noble rules that you created. Pride in the stance that you've taken. Is it worth being a coward if it will help you win? Does losing make the whole fight meaningless if you fought with everything you had? Oops. Okay, good. Isn't it about Or, it isn't about winning and losing. It's about applauding the will to fight, even the most dire circumstances. Both arms were now spread wide, and looked as though Will was now the one pushing it back. Will is so cool.
He's so mad. He's overpowering this guy.
Will's face was covered in shadow and couldn't be seen. People like you call themselves mystery fans, even though they never even try to solve it like a mystery. They're the ones I really can't stand. He slammed his forehead into Goat's now unprotected head. If you call yourself a mystery fan, be proud to join a battle of wits. If you call yourself a mystery fan, it's about time you realize giving up is nothing to brag about. Go ahead, but to go over and over again. His forehead was gushing blood, torn apart by the goat's fangs, but he kept on headbutting. Ben Dynanox may be behind at times. Mr. Drona does progress with time, just like the world around it. However, there's one thing that must never change. That is pride. Just completely stunned by this.
I would be too.
What is a knight proud of? Not victory. He's proud of the courage that lets him stand up to anyone without fear. Will couldn't forgive the kind of coward who would turn tail from a fight and then brag about it. People who call themselves mystery fans who have no pride were the only ones Will just couldn't bear. The goat, unable to put up with this anymore, withdrew Will down to the floor. Then he lifted his fist again, determined to crush Will to pieces this time. Bring it. You'll probably beat me to a pulp, but that will be no victory for you. You'll destroy your own pride with your own hands.
Pointless. This is no mystery, so why make theories? Thinking it's just a waste of time. Useless, useless, useless. Die, die, die!
A fist like a cannonball swinging down towards him. The very last thing Will saw before he shut his eyes. Battler. If you stop thinking. Rebirth. Battler knows how to box. In this game, that means you lose. Battler smashed his fist in the goat's mouth and his smashed teeth bounced off the ceiling. Battler-sama. If you stop thinking, it means you've given up on the story being a mystery. Which means, as far as you're concerned, this game is a fantasy. Battler lifted up his arm, realizing this was a signal. Lucifer and Chaser Zero jumped. If you stop thinking, you don't deserve to be an actor on the stage. Stop trying to sound smart. Go sit in the audience and stuff your mouth with popcorn. Goat lifted his fist again, then swung it down at Battler like a hammer. Double.
If you've surrendered to fantasy, that just makes you another target, yeah. The same as acknowledging that we exist.
Begin recognition of hostile elements. Mark all targets vulnerable to magic attacks in our HMDs. HMD?
I'm actually gonna look up what that stands for. Never thought much about it.
How would it...
well, they make Android smartphones apparently. Human mobile device? That can't be right.
I was thinking maybe it's something similar to, like HUD, HUD, heads-up display.
Head-mind display?
I guess that would be... it. Head-mounted display?
Oh, that's their ears!
Oh! How does it display things, though? Get to surrender to fantasy, get to deal with us.
And if you have a theory, we will hear it out.
We welcome those people with open arms. Out of respect for them, we won't hold anything back. Oh. It would seem that this is Battler-sama's time to shine. Well, I would like to listen to all of your favorite theories, both mystery and fantasy. This isn't your game right now. No matter how much future fragments you try to deny us. This is no time for me to be defeated. Golden light glittered in Battler's hand. It was so bright that the whole hall was bathed in gold. Golden butterflies flitted around, and still the whole hall was being swallowed up by golden land. The blade! Battler lifted his golden longsword high. Feel free to challenge Beto's game as mystery or fantasy. I welcome it. But know this. I'm not gonna let you deny this final game of mine. Feel the shame of your indiscretion. Indiscretion? Of...
Indiscretion.
Indiscretion of impugning the honor of those who have passed away.
Man, Battler with a cape and a sword would be so cool in the fighting game.
So you're telling me that's not something they do?
Somehow not.
Not even as like a
This
secret
specific
character or
version of
something?
Battler. Nope.
It's like so the golden ones would have flooded the hall with a sea of golden light.
One of the only weak points of the fighting game, honestly. Is not having this one. Groping ult is more important, please understand.
That's not real.
And that battler is mostly based on like the first 4 episodes.
And a whole group of...
Yeah, go on.
A whole group of goats filling the... I can't read. Then, the whole group of goats filling the hall with noise turned into clouds of gold butterflies and scattered. Damn, was that easy? Why weren't you here earlier, Battler? Even so, only about 100 of them had been wiped out. Before long, a massive crowd of goats outside would probably come pouring in like seawater through a hole in the bottom of the ship. Just a bit longer until the seal is finished. Sorry, but I have to ask you to hold out here a bit longer.
Of course, Lord Battler.
Otherwise, we wouldn't get to show off. You can fight too?
You haven't done anything.
You know, you two could try fighting just a little.
But...
We're...
just the MCs.
Their excessively blunt refusal drew a few strange smiles. However, I lessened the tension in the room just a bit.
Battler-sama, leave this to us.
We won't allow their corrosion to proceed any further.
And not one of us will be left behind. Of course. We are all precious pieces on Lord Battler's game board.
The Seven Sisters of Purgatory, the chase their sister groups, and everyone else nodded forcefully. Yeah. Counting on all of you. We'll definitely protect this final game I made for NG. They're managing to hold their ground down below.
Door to the Golden Line is still opening slowly.
Decided to do this outside now?
It'll still take some time though.
There you have it. Better start buying some time ourselves. The sea of goats covered the ground below them. Was jostling about more and more. That covered the ground below them, okay. By now, even the sea surrounding the island had disappeared. The horizon was gone, and the chewed-up island was now floating on an eerie emptiness-like space. The goats that flooded the edges of Rikijima seemed to be spilling off the sides. In the manga, Battler actually uses the golden truth. He says something in gold instead of using a sword. I would
look for it real quick.
Would that work in a manga if like it's all black and white? Unless they specifically colored that like gold. That'd be cool.
They have different ways of showing the troops, like different like typesets
Oh.
and fonts.
Okay, yeah, that works out. That checks out. Looks like that's it for this game board.
As long as there's a game master and pieces, the game board can always be laid out again. As long as you have two people together, you can create any sort of game.
Where on earth is Angie?
Where did you hide it?
That's right. Chapel. What's happened to the chapel?
It's still there.
Chapel looked like a white building floating in the pitch black of sea goats. Yes, this was strange. There's no way the goats, who consumed everything, would go out of the way just to avoid just the chapel.
They're just very religious.
That's religious. In the eyes. Ventilation. You read did color in the truth, which was neat. Does sound pretty neat. I think it would have been neat if the original manga actually used colored ink specifically for the truths.
That would be very cool, yeah. They would really pop out in a black and white manga. Also, I found the gold truth that he used here, or earlier. This is the final game that I am bestowing upon Angie.
Ooh.
Pretty solid one.
Outside the chapel is a sea of goats. Very soon, the earth around the chapel will be eaten away. Probably end up floating on nothingness. The rampage of the goats, as they devoured everything and chanted the tragedy they imagined with one voice, truly made a lot of noise. However, none of that reached the inside of the chapel. She finally broke the magic seal in the entrance and stepped inside. The seal was supposed to be unbreakable by anyone. However, in the face of Angie Beatrice, the Witch of Truth, the one who sought the truth, it could sweep aside all forces that prevented her from finding it. No barrier was absolute.
There it is.
Single book, tightly locked, rested on the altar. The hidden diary that Ushimi Eva had written even in her later years. Did I read that right? I guess we'll never know because I can't back up.
Had written in even in her later years.
Right, so I
Bit
think
of a weird one.
The Book of the Single Truth. It's the one Featherine had shown her in the world of 1998. This time, I have the key. I gripped the gold key that sat in my pocket. But you were wearing it. The key Oni-chan gave me.
It's a fake key.
Oh. As I approached the altar, I saw that book of the single truth was wrapped in a strange bending of light.
So this is that seal the game master Bernkastel talked about.
The book of the single truth was sealed in something like a crystal. It was a seal made by the game master's authority. This was on a different level than that breakable magic seal on a chapel door. No matter how Angie used her powers to Witch of Truth, this couldn't be broken by anyone except the Game Master. However, this time, Battler wasn't the only Game Master.
So sorry, Oni-chan. Bernkastel is also a game master. I just need to take it with me and have her break the seal.
Angie slowly approached the altar.
Will Angie really do as you say?
It's my little sister we're talking about, so yeah, probably not.
Then what will we do?
Looks like we got nothing to go on but brute force. That moment of fierce impact hit the pair of them. Rachel was flung away and Battler was sealed inside a massive crystal that extended up to the heavens. What the hell is this?
Battler! What is this?
The barrier, a massive cage of crystal. Battler was shut inside a crystal cage like a tower, so large that you had to look up to see the
Get
top.
me out of this whack crystal prison.
Yes. Rito, I need to take care of Angie.
What will you do? Can you break this from the inside all by yourself? A locked room barrier? Is this a locked room barrier? Who could have?
There's only one person who challenged me with a locked room. Looks like our final guest has arrived.
You don't mean.
Oh, take care of Angie. Why are you inviting troublesome people?
Incompetent.
Rachel left Battler to handle this on his own and headed for the chapel. Battler took a deep breath and smiled daringly. I've been waiting. Was it boring in the depths of Oblivion place? In that depths of Oblivion place? Ah, of course. The answer was a laugh. Yeah, that's right. That laugh is enough. Looks like you're doing well.
It wasn't boring. After all, I believed.
I'll bet you did. I believe too.
God, just kiss already.
Oh, changing out of your lord
He's
form.
already undressing.
Battler flung off the cape of the territory lord. It would only get in the way. It would have been rude to welcome. And it would have been a rude way to welcome his final guest.
Those dark depths. Just the perfect place to think of mysteries to challenge you with when we next met.
So, this crystal cage is the ring for a duel. A chain deathmatch with nowhere to run.
Now that you mention it, we're always fighting over locked rooms or chains.
And let's use that. Make it a real chain deathmatch.
I'm prepared, but what about you?
I am. I told you, didn't I? I believe too. Dread of the grave. More fear. Have we heard this one before?
Nope, this is a new version for this battle.
What was the... Wasn't there like one that said something fear in it? Though?
I'm pretty sure this is a remake or something. Like a different version of More Fear.
At the same time, they both brandished their mystery, sealing the other in a chain-locked room. Come!
Entertain me, Battler Schwan!
Why are you speaking like this? Make me hate you even more.
She's done that before. She just fucking starts slurring when she gets excited. It's hilarious.
At the same time, they were both sealed inside a locked room, locked with a chain. Of course, it was easy to set and unset the chain from the inside. However, stepping into their opponent's chain room would be difficult. For fighting to the death with two chain locked rooms at once. There would be no better locked room duel for this pair who had battled with theory concerning chain rooms so often. It was once. Took committed suicide, died in an accident, died of illness, died by some other reason other than homicide.
This is what every man wants. It wasn't a suicide, it wasn't an accidental death, it wasn't a death by illness. I really was killed by you, Battler-san. It was a murder committed by slipping poison gas through the crack of the door, filling the room with water and drowning you by sucking the oxygen out of the room and making you suffocate. There was no poison gas, there was no drowning, there was no death by suffocation. Such a funny deal. Just throws at everything at once. They're both dumb. The locked room murder with poison gas, death by drowning, suffocation. It's one of the greater theories he's ever fucking thought of. Just fill the room with water.
Use a vacuum cleaner to suck out all the oxygen. Crazy, right? It's funny, isn't it?
Hundreds of Line actually did something with filling the room with water. I don't know if you ever got to that. It's... good.
What about filling the...
100 Line had
Oh.
a mystery solved by filling a room with water. But I don't
Okay.
think you ever got to that. It was one of those specific routes.
I only got like 3, maybe 4 endings, dude. The game is so long, and I am interested in like all of the stories, but it's so long.
I understand.
Maybe
I also didn't end up doing all of them. I did like 80 of them.
Maybe trying to do them all like back to back was a mistake. Maybe it should have been a thing where I come back to it like every month or so and go through a different...
You could go back to it after Umineko.
Maybe it'd be
one route per week.
Maybe. I feel like I would need to replay it because I might have forgotten a lot of the important bits.
But you will be replaying it by picking a different route.
Yeah.
Basically the same game every time. Ushirinia Battler committed suicide.
Throwing it back at him.
By illness. Time for me to test your locked room.
Red truth. Ushirumi Battler was stabbed to death. Let's say weapon was a knife stuck right into his back.
So he threw the knife up to the ceiling and then just stepped under it. Good. Nothing beats a classic locked room.
Then, why don't you try it too?
I'll take that challenge with the red truth. Furuta Erika was stabbed to death.
She's just copying you. Can't think of anything on her own.
The weapon was a knife stuck right in her back.
Interesting. I'll tear her locked room to bits.
What if Erika's locked room is just a mirror, and that's why everything is the same?
Yes.
What's this supposed to be? Battler is busy at the moment with other business. Maybe you should take Beatrice for this one.
Oh, so. For now, I shall be your opponent. Wait till it seal the chapel with a locked room barrier. Unless that riddle was smashed with blue truth, Angie wouldn't be able to leave the chapel. Does she want to leave when she just wants to the book?
She wants to leave with the book.
Right, yeah. They're shrugging patiently. Angie finally faced Beito.
Is this the first time I fought you directly?
Oh, is it now? Very well. Let's see what you got. However, Battler isn't here at the moment. When he's not around, I sometimes forget to hold back.
What a coincidence. I feel the same.
I killed you inside a perfect locked room with windows, doors, and all other methods of entry or exit blocked.
Okay, I'll play along with your game. Repetition requested.
Denied! Just say no! What's he gonna do?
Should have demanded one, not requested one, idiot.
Chicho Toya. Are we getting a chapter with her name?
Not sure if this is a shorter one, actually.
This one.
Eyeballing it, and might be a medium.
Might be a medium.
Don't think it's a super long one like the last one was.
How much do we got overall? If I do one of my
Quite a bit, honestly.
Really? So definitely not tomorrow, even if we did one of our longer, like 6-hour, 7-hour streams or something, huh?
I would have to actually, like, look at Joe's stream to actually get a reasonable estimate, maybe. Maybe 2 or 3 streams, maybe? Probably 4 if it's going to be shorter ones like this one. That's what I would guess, just off the top of my head. Darn would probably let you have a much better guess. Because he's a
Technically
super
making
nerd and knows
love right
everything.
now. He does know everything over here. So we like him.
I mean, if you really want me to check, I can just go to Joe's playlist.
It's
Uh,
probably not necessary.
already
Rude.
doing it.
Hold on, I gotta.
Just fuck you.
I gotta do something real quick. Or maybe.
You know what?
Oh, what were you, continue real quick.
Yeah, eyeballing the playlists, maybe 3 or 4. If they're shorter ones like this one was.
Well, I was thinking today would be a shorter one. It's usually Friday shorter anyway. Tomorrow will be a longer one, and then maybe we can try finishing up things completely by next week.
If
Like,
tomorrow is
before
like
the end of
a
the year.
6-hour one, that would probably put us at maybe finishing it with another longer one or 2 shorter ones. It really just depends on the pace we go at.
Sounds good to me. Alright then. I just got messaged that I need to do something. It'd probably take a few minutes, but I figured probably just end this.
Oh, is it that easy? Can I just message you to finish Umineko?
Yeah, why don't you have you never tried it? I'll have to be for next time.
Hey, you should
Nope,
finish.
not too late. So
Umineko
someone else already messaged me.
tomorrow. There.
Stop. You know what? I'll just mark as red. There we go. The red numbers can't hurt me if I don't look at them. But yeah, save and things here. Shorter stream tomorrow, longer stream, and see how that sets us for trying to finish things before the end of the year.
You could finish this year. It's possible.
In fact, we'll even go for like 3 entire streams next week, like Friday and then
we'll
Saturday,
also
Sunday.
then we'll also finish all of the bonus episodes before the year ends.
Bonus eps? You didn't mention anything
I've talked about
that.
them many times. The ones that came out after like episode 8 released.
Okay,
like
then we can
extras.
finish those after the New Year's.
I've said before there are some interesting ones in there. One I can specifically mention now is on the release day of the fighting game, they had a bonus episode centered around Black Battler. Kind of get a bit of like, I guess, introduction and characterization on him.
Oh. Could be interesting to check
That's one of the
out,
more
though.
interesting ones that I would definitely recommend if you don't want to do all of them. Because there are definitely less interesting ones in there too.
Righto. I think after episode 8 would probably be a bit of a break before I do anything else related with Umineko if I decide to
Oh yeah, fair.
do that.
Give you time to legally get the Switch version and load up the episodes there.
Just send me your Switch. You got a Switch too, right? Send me your Switch 1.
Oh yeah, I'll mail my Switch to you.
Alright, but yeah, I gotta...
I'll zip it up in a nice little box and send it over.
But I
subtle enough.
I gotta go do something.
Yeah, alright.
Alright, so I'm gonna go.
I guess I'll make food.
Alrighto. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, sure.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
And as always, and we're gonna watch me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. I gotta go check on some things and make sure things are right. If I could have continued stream a bit longer, but this might take a few minutes, and I figured if I'm just gonna be like on a BRB screen for like 5-10 minutes, I might as well just make it a shorter stream and we'll do a longer one tomorrow. But yeah, it's gonna be it for today. See ya.